Yeah. Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's training session. This is to officially welcome each and every one of you to this very session of our training, solar power system installations. This is to officially welcome each and every one of you to this very session of our course, basic solar system installations. Yes, this is the place where we are going to actually walk you through the process of system design, where we are going to be able to show you, to teach you, to walk you through um, all you need to know on system designs before installations. When we say system design, what do we mean? We are technically trying to let you know that there is a certain way you should design your system. There is a certain way your system should be programmed before you install it. Um, we are practically telling you that before you can install your solar system, you must make sure that the various solar components you to use for the various sizes of solar components to use for the system installation must have been designed in such a way that it will match whatsoever load that it's expected to power. So, as we ended the previous session, the one we had on WhatsApp, some questions always pop up. Questions such as how do they know the size of inverter to use, size of battery to use, size of solar panels that will be suitable to power up a facility. And when those questions pop up, we usually um, inform those who are asking for such information that they need to go through the process of energy audit. They need to go through the process of energy audit and understand what system design is. So, why are you here tonight? Like I said earlier, you are here to know and understand the basics of system design. And this basics of system design has to do with you having a good idea of energy audit. When we say energy audit, we are technically trying to say that you must firstly know what you are powering up. You must know what you are powering up in terms of the energy need of that facility, and then use the information of the energy need of the facility to size your various solar component. So, what is energy audit? Energy audit, like we usually have it, is divided into two. On one hand, it tells you about your energy requirement for the facility, and on the other hand, it helps you to size your various solar components. So tonight we are going to walk you through the process of knowing how you can be able to um, firstly know your energy need of the facility, and then use the information of the energy need of your facility to size your various solar components. That is what we are going to do tonight. I hope you all can hear me. Those of you who are just joining us right now, I hope you can hear me. Kindly give me a thumbs up or use an emoji to respond if you can hear me, please. Let me know you can hear me clearly. If you are not in a noisy place, kindly unmute yourself and talk to me. I need to know you guys are here and can see my screen and can hear me clearly. Can you all see my screen? Can you all hear me clearly? Please, you need to respond. Uh, Probably you are new to Google Meet. You need to touch your microphones in order to uh, talk to me. So touch your screen once. touch your screen once, and then you at the bottom of your screen you will see the microphone, so you can touch it and to unmute yourself so I can hear you. Is there anyone out there who can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, thank you. So,
Yes,
so energy audit, like I told you earlier, is divided into two. One hand, it helps you to know the energy need of a facility, and on the other hand, it helps you to size your various solar components. That is what energy audit does for you. As you can see my screen right now, it is said that energy audit is the determination of the energy requirement for a building. It is a careful examination of the electrical load. What that simply means is that energy audit helps you to know the energy need of a facility. That is very correct. By having a good idea of the quantity of load you intend to power up using the solar system. So when we say energy need of facility, we simply mean how much energy is that our facility going to be consuming in terms of a wattage those your appliances are going to draw from the system when it is installed. So altogether, energy audit has to do with you having idea of a good idea of what you intend to power up and at what specific time do you want to power up those appliances. That is what this energy audit does for you. So energy audit helps you to prevent oversizing of your systems, safeguarding your electrical appliances from inappropriate power surge, and generally saves you cost. Right now, you can see that energy audit does basic things for you, principal things for you, just like these three items we have just listed. This is not just the only thing energy audit does for you or the only importance of energy audit. As we progress in this training tonight, you will get to really see other importance of energy audit, and also as you study our training material, you will also see so many other information on energy audit. So, it is said that energy audit helps you to prevent oversizing of your system and generally saving you costs. Okay, do not forget it also guarantees you or gives you safety to your home appliances, even to you as the operator of that machine. Firstly, we will talk about how does it prevent oversizing of your system and related to generally saving you cost. That is what we will firstly discuss right now. All right. Okay. So please, like I said earlier, if you're in a noisy place, kindly mute yourself. Okay. Kindly mute yourself, please. All right. Okay. So energy audit, like we said earlier, helps you to prevent oversizing and generally saves you cost. And in the introductory stage, we said energy audit gives you the a clear idea of what you intend to power up and when you want to power it up. So now, how does energy audit prevent oversizing of your system? How does it prevent oversizing of your solar system? It helps to prevent oversizing of the solar system by you now taking into account certain parameters, certain standards which you would be using to design your system correctly. Okay, so it simply means in another way that you are not going to be basing um, your system installations on assumption. No, you are not going to be basing it on assumption. You are going to firstly do a holistic system design before you can now say, okay, this is the actual size of system that is supposed to be installed in a particular facility. And by so doing, you are going to um, buy or get that exact size at a specific price. So, so let's assume that one of the participants here is our client for tonight. Let's assume that Mr. Justin, who is here with us for tonight's class, is our client. Let's say Mr. Justin has invited us to run a solar system for him in his facility. And we did not take into account proper energy audit. That is to say, we just assumed any um, any size of system from Mr. Justin. Assuming any size of system, um, saying 10 kVA, 5 kVA, 4 kVA, and at the end of the day, we went ahead to tell Mr. Justin, okay, you can get 10 kVA, forgetting the fact that the size of system that Mr. Justin requires should match the energy requirement for that facility. We didn't do due diligence because we just wanted to work on that facility. We just asked Mr. Justin, okay, you can pay for 10 kV. Mr. Justin quickly made the payment. On the long run, Mr. Justin will discover that he is just powering only lighting point and fan. What does he need 10 kVA for? Because the actual sense of it is that if you are powering only lighting point and your fans, your energy requirement does not require you to use a high capacity size of 10 kVA system. Okay, and in that you will also discover that if that system was not properly sized, it means that um, the solar system has been oversized. One, two, and the cost of and the cost of getting those components for the installation is also has also been overestimated or has also gone on the high side. That is what we simply mean. And in simpler terms, it simply means that if originally we are supposed to get 3 kV or 3.5 kVA for Mr. Justin, but due to the fact that we didn't size our system, we just assumed and gave him 10 kVA. Remember, the cost of getting a 3 kVA system is not the same with the cost of getting a 10 kVA system. Surely, the 10 kVA system is going to be more expensive than the 3 kVA system, and that is what we mean by if you did not carry out a proper energy audit on the facility, you are going to oversize that system. You are going to incur more cost in installing that system. Now, let's talk about safety. Safety has to do with you being able to safeguard your solar system. We will talk about safety on a wider level when we proceed or as we proceed in this training tonight. So, in summary, solar energy audit links the energy needs of a facility to the sizing of the various solar components required for the system setup, just as I have rightly said initially. Things to consider during solar energy audit. Yes, because it's a solar energy audit, you do not just jump into it and say you can actually take care of it anyhow. No, there are actually things you need to take care of. There are things you need to look into. There are things you need to um, properly take care of before or consider take into consideration before you can say you have done a good solar energy audit. One, you need the list of electrical appliances to be powered by the solar system. Two, the power rating of the electrical appliances in watts. You also need it. Three, you need the daily running hours of the appliances. Four, you also need the total energy consumption of the building. You need the total energy consumption of the building. These four parameters are key factors or key things to consider during solar energy audit. You don't need to worry yourself so much about all of this right now because at this stage you don't really need to bother so much about it. We are going to take our time to explain all of it because they are parameters that will help you to run a good energy audit on a facility. So we'll still be able to take care of it by telling you things about it as we progress in the training. We are just bringing it up now so that you will know that there are certain parameters that are key to you running a very good energy audit. Importance of energy audit. It provides data needed for the appropriate system design. That is very correct. When you carry out solar energy audit, you are trying to ask certain questions, get some answers, be guided properly on your system design, and at the end of the day, you will develop a system design that will work efficiently. It helps to identify opportunities to reduce energy use. Yes, proper energy management is the key to having or to running a solar system. Yes, so um, this simply means that some clients will say their solar system is misbehaving, their system is not lasting, one problem to the other. All you need to know is that power management, system management is a very big issue when it comes to um, solar systems. So you as a technician, you as a professional in this field, you don't just design system, you don't just hand over to your client. You also make sure you educate your client on certain things, the ways they are expected to use this system. Yes, the way they are expected to use this system so that it will run properly for them. I hope we are all together. I hope we are all together. Are we still together? Are you guys there? Are you guys there? Can somebody respond? Why are you guys so silent? What's the problem? Can you all hear me?
We can hear you, sir.
Okay. All right.
You can hear me.
Okay.
You hear it now.
All right. Okay. It's good that you all can hear me. All right. Okay. So we're making progress. Let us proceed now since you all can hear me. So now, like I told you guys earlier, we promised you that we are going to discuss safety on a broader level, and this is safety right now. Safety is telling you that safety simply means that you are to keep the entire solar system safe and also the home appliances. So it simply means you are not just to keep only the home appliances safe, you are also to keep the entire solar system safe. You are also to keep yourself safe from using that system. Oftentimes, some persons have come to ask us, is earthing important when it comes to solar system installations? And that is a very tricky question to ask, which requires you to be very careful when you are talking about earthing. Because without proper management, you will end up in doing a beautiful nonsense. Yes, earthing is uh, Very important. Earthing is key when it comes to solar system installations. However, you are expected to know the technique to use in earthing your solar system. The entire solar system can actually be earthed, especially your earthed and grounded, especially your solar panels, which is in an open place, which dust, humidity, change in temperature can actually, as climatic change can actually affect. So you need to be very careful with safety. You need to take safety as a special uh, thing. So you need to take safety into consideration whenever you are running your solar system. Most persons just because they are technicians or electricians connect panels together to your inverter to your charge controller without making proper provision for safety. And when there is lightning, lightning storm, you see clients calling, my system just went off. It started showing error signals on the screen. It started showing a battery over voltage on the screen. My system was charging when the rain started. Immediately there was lightning, everything went off. The inverter cannot come up again. What is the problem? Lack of safety. That system has been damaged. Yes, we have had to advise client that on no account should any technician come to the facility to install a system without that person bringing you what we call a safety breaker. So when you talk about safety, you are trying to make it free, accident free for both humans and the system. It should be free from fire outbreak, overloading, overvoltage, undervoltage, lightning effect, and whatever that might come with it. You understand me? So when we talk about safety, we are talking about you using these safety tools and components you can see on my screen: the breakers, the fuse, the surge, the AVR, the changeovers, either the automatic changeover or the manual changeovers. Yes, you should try to make good use of it. Most of us here on this platform know what these components are. However, you must also be very careful when you are dealing with this component. Remember, we're talking about solar system here, and the solar system has two parts. It has the AC part, it also has the DC part. Can you be able to identify these two various parts of the solar system? If you can, congratulations. If you can't, then enrolling completely for this course should be your top priority right now so that we can open your eyes to things you do not know. So also, just as the solar system has two parts, these safety tools and gadgets also has two types. You also have the AC type and the DC type, and they must be properly sized. So you have the AC breaker, DC breaker, AC surge, DC surge. As you can see on my screen, these bigger breakers here are the ones we call the MCCB. Actually, the breakers are two types. You have MCB and the MCCB, and the breakers also have different classes. So if you use a different class for your solar system, you have not safeguarded it. That is why it is important for you to enroll completely for this course. For you to enroll completely for this course. So you can see here the safety box, as you can see also all the connections from the solar panels, inverter, charge controllers, they go through this box. So this safety box also aids you for maintenance. In case you want to run maintenance on your battery, you simply come here, which of the breakers are controlling the battery, you turn it off, you can now be able to run maintenance on your battery. You want to run maintenance on your output of your inverter, you turn it off, you run your maintenance. Is it the solar panel? You turn it off, you can run your maintenance. So you see, life made easy. So you can actually do a whole lot of things when you ensure that safety is inducted into your system setup. I hope you guys are here. I hope you can hear me clearly, and I also hope you are enjoying the lecture. All right, so are you guys there?
Yes, 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 yes,
Uh,
sir.
okay, so I know you guys must have been filled up with a whole lot of information. However, we are just starting. We are just starting, and I know you must have certain questions you want to ask right now for more clarity. Yes, we know. Even on this very platform, we take questions. We are going to take a whole lot of questions before we go. However, if you are here with your writing materials, please put all your questions down in your writing materials, or you can use the chat box. Like we said earlier, if you're in a noisy place, please use the chat box to send in your questions. We will take it aloud and then answer them accordingly. But if you are not, once it is time for us to take questions, all you need to do is to tell us your name and your location, and then you can ask your questions. You are giving us your location because of networking we are creating. We want to know where you are from. We want to uh, really know where you are from. We know that we are all African brothers, and we want to do business to reach out to the uh, outer world. Okay, so kindly tell us where you are from, and you can then ask your questions. But for now, we will continue with the training, and then at the end, once we wrap up, we will take the questions accordingly. So let us stay with us, please. Let us stay with us, please. We will take the questions accordingly. So just everything you have, all the questions you have, put them in your writing materials, or you can start typing them now in the chat box so that we can take them accordingly. I hope that is clear. Did you all get information?
Yes.
All right, thank you. So, what we have to deal with today is what we have today. What we have today is what we call electrical load analysis. Yes, electrical load analysis. Electrical load analysis is what we have. So we have told you guys that you need what to you actually need to know the energy need of your facility through the process of energy audit. However, we didn't tell you how you can be able to do that or even achieve it. How you can be able to do that or even achieve it. Now, this is how it should be done. Electrical load analysis is a calculation or series of calculations which are process of evaluating the energy needs of a facility. Electrical load analysis is a calculation, series of calculations, or the processes of evaluating the energy needs of a facility. So when we say get the energy need of a facility, the tool to use in getting the energy need of a facility is what you call electrical load analysis. So electrical load analysis helps you, or load analysis helps you to actually know the energy need of your facility. That is what we are trying to tell you here right now. So as you can see on my screen, electrical load analysis shows the exact energy consumption wattage of a specific facility. So it is through electrical load analysis that you can actually be able to um, that you can be that you can actually be able to um, know the energy needs of a facility or for a facility. Please give me. So, like I was saying, this electrical load analysis is just a tool which would help you to actually know the energy needs of your facility. So, it is this tool that you'll be using, okay? But then, when you want to make somebody understand that you are a professional in this field, you need to uh, tell the person that you have a very good knowledge of energy audit. Energy audit covers everything. Is the entire system design energy audit is telling you about that you have to know the energy need of your facility and then use that information of the energy need of facility to size your various solar components. That is very good of you. You have presented yourself in a professional way. So we have said that electrical load analysis is the tool that you need to use to in order for you to be able to know the energy need of your facility. However, there are things you need to know when you are carrying out an energy audit on a facility using the process of electrical load analysis. There are certain questions you need to ask. Okay, it simply means that in in you being able to do certain things or know the energy need of your facility, you need to ask certain questions. Yes, three questions actually. Two are principal questions and one is considered to be the bonus question. As you can see on my screen, the first question you have to ask is the energy need of the facility. The first question you have to ask is the energy need of a facility. Let's say again, Mr. Justin, who is our client for tonight, let's say he has invited us to run a solar system for him in his facility. On getting there, or if it's a phone conversation, while we are conversing with Mr. Justin, we would ask Mr. Justin the very first question: what is the energy need of his facility? If Mr. Justin is new to solar system installations, he might not really understand what we mean by energy need. And at that instance, we will then ask him to give us a list of the various appliances he wants to power up using the solar system. And then he can now say he wants to power up his freezer, his lighting point, his microwave, whatever he wants to power up. We are going to make sure he powers it up using the solar system. Okay, yeah. So we will take note of those things. And then we'll proceed to asking the second question. What is the backup time for the solar system? Now, this backup time for the solar system has to do with how long Mr. Justin wants his solar system to run in the absence of sunlight. How long does Mr. Justin wants his solar system to run in the absence of sunlight? So, if you all remember clearly, when we introduced this course, we told you that the source of this energy is through the sun. When your solar panels absorb the rays of the sun, convert it to electricity for you to use in your facility. You should also know that the sun does not stay up all day. So, when the sun does not shine, or when you do not have enough sun in your area or location, what do you do? Would you be in the dark? No. So, what then happened at that point in time? we introduced the battery system. And that was the reason why we said one of the reasons why the battery system is used in the solar system setup was for the singular reason of backup, which means when the sun is up and running, we will generate enough energy which should be able to power up our facility and then recharge the batteries at that same time, at that same point in time. And when the sun is no longer up, we will now be relying on the energy stored in the battery system. So the big question comes, how long will the energy stored in the battery system last for you? That is what we call the backup time of the solar system. This backup time of the solar system is a very big, a very important parameter. Yes, it is a very, very important technical parameter when it comes to uh, uh, when it comes to solar power system installations. It's a very, very important parameter. Get what I'm saying? Um, However, you must know how to use this and apply this for an efficient solar system setup. At times, you would hear your client say the the battery does not last at all. After 1 hour, the battery shut down. After 2 hours, the battery shut down. And you see the technician, because he's not well informed, because he's not a professional in the field, he is just running around asking himself, is the solar panel enough? Is the solar panel generating enough energy? The solar panel might not be the problem. It might be that it's an act of overloading, because the backup time should be equivalent to the quantity of loads that is being fed to that system. You may not need to bother yourself so much at this point in time. Take this as the introductory stage to this technical parameter. However, when we start the designs for the solar component itself, you will see the role that this backup time is going to play. So the backup time is in hours: 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. One thing you need to know is that the higher your backup time, the higher your cost of installation. The higher your backup time, the higher your cost of installation. Then the bonus question we talked about here is the one we call the budget for the project. Now, this budget for the project comes to be that when you have seen what the client intends to power up and you feel that, oh, this is on the high side as a professional, you should call your client closer to ask him if he's ready for this kind of project, and then ask him the budget for the project. Yes, your client should be kind enough to provide you with that answer if he has enough budget or not, because that is the only reason why you can be able to go ahead with the project. That is one of the reasons why you would also be completing that project. Having a good idea of the budget of your client would save you the stress and the troubles of going through the process of electrical load analysis without achieving anything. I hope you guys are with me. Importance of electrical load analysis. It ensures proper sizing of your system, prevent overloading, prevent fire hazards, improve safety and efficiency of your system. All of this is true, and as you enroll fully for this course, you will get to see how all of these things play out. What you are seeing on my screen right now is the reason why all of you are here today. This is a typical example of electrical load analysis table. This is a typical example of electrical load analysis table. Now, remember we said electrical load analysis helps you to know the energy need of your facility. So how can you know the energy need of your facility? That is what this table is going to help you to achieve. That's what this table is going to help you to achieve. Parameters for electrical load analysis. There are certain parameters that you need which would help you to really um, uh, do a good job when it comes to electrical load analysis. analysis. There are parameters you need. One, quantity of appliance. Two, power consumed by the appliance. Three, running time of an appliance. Now let's take them one after the other. The quantity of appliance tells you how many of the same appliance um, the client intends to power up. How many of the same appliance? The quantity of appliance typically shows you how many of the same appliance the client wants to power up using the solar system. Now let's take for instance again our client for tonight, Mr. Justin. Let's say Mr. Justin lives in a three-bedroom apartment and he has a TV in each of those rooms. So if this solar system were to run for him, Mr. Justin just wants to power only two TVs. Now, on your table of electrical load analysis, you are going to be imputing 2 as the quantity of television or TVs. Okay. Now, the power consumed by an appliance. The power consumed by an appliance typically or technically tells you uh, uh, the rating of that your appliance in wattage. The rating or the wattage of that your appliance. Okay, how do you get the power consumed or the wattage of this your appliance? It is gotten from the nameplate of each and every appliance. It is gotten from the nameplate of each and every appliance. Okay, and as it is gotten from the nameplate of each and every appliance, this nameplate is usually found on the body or packaging, which is the carton of this your uh, uh, machines or appliances. Okay, the nameplate contains the name of the maker, the country of make, the type of appliance, the name of the appliance, serial number, model number, frequency, voltage, wattage, current, all the information concerning that your appliance. It has it on it. Even some will even have some website on it so that you can be able to put in some numbers on the website to confirm if that appliance is a legit one or not. What you can see on my screen here is a typical example of a nameplate. I hope you all can see my screen. What you can see here is a typical example of a nameplate. Now, I want you all to tell me something. I want somebody here for this class to educate us. If you can see my screen, what is the energy consumption of this LG TV? Because this is a nameplate for an LG TV. What is the energy consumption for this LG TV? Can anyone talk to me? Does anyone have idea of it? What is the energy consumption for this LG TV? Are you guys there? Can you guys still hear me? Is anyone there? Can you guys please respond? What's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Why so much silence? You should. This is a live class, and you're expected to communicate with the instructor. All right. Okay. So let's proceed. So, running time of an appliance. The running time of an appliance tells you the specific length of time that appliance will be powered. That is the running time of an appliance. Now, it is worthy to know that the running time only takes effect when the appliance is turned on. Okay, and it is also in hours. Let's talk about this table properly now as we are winding up, as we are rounding up for the training tonight. So now this is a complete table as you saw it before. Um, you are now seeing those appliances we talked about. You are now seeing those appliances we talked about earlier, the quantity of appliance, the power consumed, the running time, and every other thing. Now, let's say again we have asked our client, Mr. Justin, his energy need, and he has provided us with these five appliances: DVD player, light bulb, ceiling fan, refrigerator, blender. Okay, so we have collected this data from Mr. Justin. The first thing we have to do is to run electrical load analysis on it. Okay, to get the energy need of the facility. How then do we do that? We are going to use a formula. That formula states that energy need is equal to um, energy need is equal to quantity of appliance multiplied by power consumed multiplied by the running time. And how are you going to apply that formula? You are applying the formula in such a way that you get the energy consumed by each of these five appliances, sum it up to give you the total energy consumption. That simply means that you get the energy consumed by the DVD player, get the energy consumed by the light bulb, get the energy consumed by the ceiling fan, get the energy consumed by the refrigerator, get the energy consumed by the blender. Sum it all, that is to say, add everything up to give you the total energy consumption, and that becomes the energy need for the facility. Now, let us look at it quickly. For the DVD player, for the DVD player, 3 multiplied by 100 by 1 gives you 300 watt hour. For the light bulb, 1 multiplied by 100 by 2 gives you 200 watt hour. For the ceiling fan, 10 multiplied by 10 by 24 gives you 2400 watt hour. For the refrigerator, 3 multiplied by 10 by 4 gives you 120 watt hour. For the blender, 1 multiplied by 80 by 1 gives you 80 watt hour. Total we have will be 300 plus 200 plus 2400 plus 120 plus 80 will give you 3100 watt hour. And that becomes the energy need of the facility. That is the energy need of the facility. So this is now the completed table. You know, where you had the unknown is now giving you the total energy consumption, which is 3100 watt hour, and that becomes the energy need of the facility. So it simply means that the first phase of energy audit has been completed. The first phase of the energy audit has been completed, and now you are now expected to go into the second phase by using this information to size your various um, solar components, to size your various solar components. So this is what you are to do right now. We observe that some of you are having network connectivity issues, some coming, some go, some are finding it difficult to connect. The information we have for you is that you have nothing to worry about, because all of these live classes are recorded, just like this one we are on right now. Everything here is being recorded as we are live right now, and it is going to be shared with you. However, it is only those who enrolls fully for the course that will get the complete video. Okay, so you need to ensure that you enroll fully for the course if you want to have access to the complete video. But for having access to the complete video, we have it here. It is being recorded as we are live right now. Okay, it is questions time. It's time to take your questions. We know you have a whole lot of questions. We have spent a lot of time talking. So tell us your name and your location, and then you can ask your questions on what we have learned so far. Talk to us, please. Please make sure you speak from a quiet background. If you want to speak, speak from a quiet background, please, so that everyone can be able to hear you effectively. And also, if you're not in a quiet background, please use the chat box. All right, let's go quickly. Who is talking to us? You can unmute yourself and talk to us. Talk to me. So far, so good. If you have questions, let's hear you out, please. Okay, so I'm not even sure you guys can hear me because the class is too quiet. What's happening with this badge? It's not usually like this. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Are there any technical issues or challenges you are facing? Why are you so quiet? All right, we assume that what we have presented is very easy and simple to assimilate, and so we can actually proceed. So, proceeding, it is now time for us to now be. It is now time for us to move into the second phase of the training. However, this is where we inform you that the session has come to an end, and you are advised to enroll from you are advised to enroll for the premium class. Yes, Mr. Brian, thank you. We are satisfied. Thank you so much. So now enrolling for the enrolling for the premium class enables you to get the complete training course. All right, Mr. Felix from Zambia, your question did not come in early. We are given enough time for questions. So what you need to do now is, if you enroll for the course, you come in with your question for the next class, and it will be attended to. That is what we'll do right now. So your question didn't come in early. So right now, the information we have for you right now is that the training continues, but it's strictly now for only those who pays their enrollment fees or who have paid their enrollment fees. So if you have paid the enrollment fees even before this training started, congratulations to you, because you are going to be moving into the second phase smoothly without any disruption. And if you are yet to pay, you need to hasten up to make your payment right now. For Nigerians, we are paying 5,000 naira. For Sierra Leoneans, it's 300 reals. Ghanaians, 300 Ghana cedi. Um, Ugandans, 45,000 Ugandan shillings. Zambians, 300 Zambian kwacha. And Cameroonians, 8,500 sefa. So if you are here, you don't know how much you are to pay, you don't know your payment method and platform, please, you need to let us know. Or even if you are finding it difficult to pay, please let us know also. Okay. And it is a one-time payment. So if in case you are scared that we ask for payments now after the training, what's of another payment? No, please. We don't. It doesn't work that way with us on our platforms. It is entirely a one-time payment. It is a one-time payment. I repeat, it is a one-time payment. So once you pay now, you are entitled to everything that we offer. Training certificate at the end of the training course. Um, Completing this training, live classes like this, having access to the live class videos if you miss it or you have network connectivity issues, you get the videos as well. And you are also entitled to one of the most important things we offer: mentorship. This mentorship has to do with you being in the field as a technician and you face any challenge with your installation, you can always call us to assist you with your work. And because you are a paid student, you have enrolled for this basic course, we will give you that help that you need. All right. General questions right now as we wrap up for the night. Any questions concerning the training, concerning the payment for the training, you can talk to me right now, please. Any questions? All right. Okay. So for those of you who are requesting to pay, please send me a direct message right now on WhatsApp. I will send you the I will send you the complete details. That's your payment method and amount so that you can be able to make your payment. All right. Thank you so much. In the uh, in the absence of no other question or questions, this is where we shall call it a day for the training. Remember, the class and the training continues tomorrow and is strictly for those who have paid for the training. However, we want you all to join that class to benefit from it as well. Have a wonderful night rest, everyone. Bye bye.